that shaped me for sure.
Well,
Eddie, that resonates. Yeah, that resonates so much. I think about conversations we've had on the podcast, including some thoughts I've shared about the need to reframe moments in our lives that absolutely, challenge our very, understanding of the meaning of life. Oftentimes they bring us to our knees or worse. And in those moments, a lot of people become victims. And I think that what separates those who have managed to rise and achieve, and by achievement, I don't just mean success professionally, I also mean just live life in a meaningful way, is that they refuse to stay down. That there's this drive, there's this inner voice. And in your case, you were extremely fortunate to have parents that maybe showed you the way. A lot of people, including frankly myself, didn't quite have that and needed to learn that ourselves. But those moments, when you are on the other side of them, at the moment that you're in them, it's extremely hard to see past where you are. But when you're on the other side of them, you realize invariably that you are who you are, and you are better positioned to live life to the fullest because those moments occurred. And the ability to reframe it and say, okay, this happened to me, or this happened in my life, maybe as opposed to thinking it happened to me, thinking about it as happening, it's happening for me. And yes, there's a degree of that that's kind of selfish. It's certainly, no one's sibling passes so that they learn a lesson. But if that has happened, I'm sure what your parents wanted you to do, and I'm sure that's what you'd want your children to do, make the most out of where you are and aspire to make whoever it was that didn't get to experience life to the fullest, be proud of who you became. And I think that's, that's something I've shared. I think that other guests have shared. I can tell by your facial expressions that you agree. Tell me, how do you help people learn that, right? Because you're starting a lot of businesses. I just by the sheer fact that you seek to be relevant, which I think is a beautiful thing. By the way, relevance doesn't mean you don't add value. It just means you are not the cog that makes the machine go.
You're not the one holding everything up.